From the field house of UW-Washington County, the UW-Milwaukee Extension Campus, it is Wildcat Volleyball on West Bend Community TV. Good evening, everybody. It is unfortunately the only broadcast here for the 2019 volleyball campaign, but the Wildcats repeating on their usual success. The Wildcats 5-3 overall, second place in the Eastern Wisconsin Collegiate Conference standings, taking on the Wombats of UW-Sheboygan. The Wildcats, as you can see, in the black uniforms with the red libero uniform. And here are the Wombats on their first attack here. That is Sammy Brown with a touch. And a quick tech strike back there by Morgan Kapler, one of the two-year returners. Ace Owens for the Wombats will set up Kapler again. Nice dig there by Tressa Preeb. Just kept it off the net. And it's gotten over on the third hit. Here's the setup. And there's the kill, courtesy of Caleb Aim, last year's Player of the Year, the third-year middle hitter out of Slinger. And there is a bad serve courtesy of Heather Pokorski. Pokorski at West Bend East, starting at the libero slot, as you can see. The setter is Karen Ham, number 20. The mid-hitters are Caleb Aim and paired with the outside hitter of Morgan Kapler, and there is a bad serve coming courtesy of Elizabeth Beneke. Kapler will take the serve. The other outside hitter, the second-year player out of Kewaskum, is Paige Arowdy. And I mentioned Sammy Brown, the third outside hitter, so a veteran starting lineup, as there's the next error by the Wombats. It's 3-1 now in set number one for the Wildcats. They'll put Kapler back at the starting line. Kapler, second-year player at Kewaskum, had a pretty good season last year. Of course, I mentioned Caleb Aim, number 24, all of 6'4", tallest player here by far, as there's the kill, courtesy of first-year player Ace Owens. With a name like that, you kind of have to play volleyball. Owens, a first-year player at Sheboygan Central, joined by three other first-year players on the only six-woman roster. Brianna Kleckner out of Sheboygan Falls, of Necedah, Faith Tunks, and Elizabeth Beneke. And that is Kleckner right there with the serve. Cameron Ham will set up Bame, and Bame catches the miscommunicating Wombats, makes it 4-2. I'm going to say Ham out of Ozaki, Bame out of Slinger, Brown and Arowdy and Kapler, all two-year or more players. Bame, of course, in her third year of eligibility. As here's a quick attack off the hands of Bame, coming courtesy of Preeb. The response, Arowdy sends it to the net, and the attacking error makes it 4-3 in set number one, and the Wombats will get the serve back. And Bame is planning to transfer to either UW-Oshkosh or UW-Whitewater to see if she'll get any playing there. Ham goes to Arowdy on the far antenna, but served back over. And there's a miscommunication there, getting the set was Kapler, but nobody was there to get it. We're tied at 4 here in set number one. The serve coming from Faith Tunks. Arowdy first touch, Ham will go right back to Bame. It's kept alive by Tunks. It's going to be, and Tunks will attack from the back line, and it worked. First lead of the day for the Wombats. It's 5-4. Tunks with the jump serve, it'll be short. And we're tied at 5. Sub coming in. And the newer players up front is number 16, Ketrin Homuth out of Campbellsport. And Bame with the serve with some strength, and it's in, just inside the line. Thread the needle, gets the lead back, 6-5 in set number one. So Bame standing about 6'3", tallest player on either roster. Also plays basketball. Volleyball, she's a stud. This is last year's Player of the Year in the conference. Ham with the set, looking for a Rowdy. Rowdy got the better of Tunks, and it's into the corner. Make that 7-5, and Bame will continue to service. Bame goes back to work. First touch there by Beneke. And a third over, Owens puts it over. Looking for Sammy Brown. Kept alive there by Beneke, and it's bumped over by Pribby. And Rowdy had to try to get to it, but it was too close to the net off the second touch. And give the Wombats credit early. They're going to have to see how long they can do this with no substitutions as Bame comes out. Coming back in is Kapler. Ham bumps it off the net because it was too close, and from the back line was Kapler. Here's the attack coming courtesy, and it's blocked. A good block, and it looks like there was a call, the Wombats touching the net anyway, so 8-6. See how they score that one. Sammy Brown with the serve. They're going to set up Zettler. Nice dive there by Pokorski. She's going to bump it over and miscommunicated with Corinne Ham, excuse me. Checking in, Grace Vogel of West Bend West, one of the new players. Gives Brown a break. 8-7 in favor of the Wildcats. The Wombats with the serve. Line drive. First touch there, Vogel a little too strong. And chance from the back line from Kraby. Ham goes to the antenna for Kapler. It's kept alive by Owens. Another chance here by Zettler. Ham looking for Kapler again. Soft touch this time, playable. And put over. Vogel, first bump over. And that should have been a push, but they got away with it. Ties it at 8. Kraby. Serve over, and a quick strike back by Zettler. It's 9-8. Serve goes to Preby. Will got low for it. Ham with a chance for Kapler. We'll go to a Rowdy instead. Miscommunication, and it gets the better of the back line of the Wombats, and we are tied again, 9-9. Give the Wombats credit. They're only 2-5 this season. They have not yet won in conference, but they're hanging in there against a team that has the power of substitutions. So we'll see how long this lasts in the long run. But there's a service error from a Rowdy. 10-9. Serve courtesy of Zettler, and it's blocked back at the Wildcats. Kapler from left antenna. Nice low dig there by Preby. Kapler again will go soft. Here comes the response from Tunks, too strong. And they're going to call Ham for the net touch. So it's 11-9. Serving will be Zettler. Pokorski, Ham, too close, over the net. And what a volley that was, and still playing is Katrin Homuth, just stayed off the net. She comes out, and back in comes Bame. Serve goes to Pokorski. It's 11-10. In favor of the Wombats. Someone's got to get it, and someone did. Kleckner got it over. Ham looking. Bame! There's a counter here from the back line. It comes Preby, and in it lands. 12-10. Elizabeth Beneke will serve. First-year player out of Plymouth. And there's going to be a point against, as it is indeed a point, as Pedro Rody was stepping out of position before the serve. Big no-no in volleyball. You could call it the volleyball version of football's illegal shift. As Beneke serves it, Rowdy first touch, Ham going to Bain. Bain, the attacking error. They're going to say for the 4 hits. The Wildcats thought it was blocked, but it was into the net, so it was still playable. A 4-point lead and a timeout called. So the timeout is, apparently they're just going to give her a mulligan on the timeout. That's the way Deb Bushlick, the head coach of long rapport and repute of Washington County, said. So Beneke will take the serve. And this one's going to spin out of bounds. Makes it 14-11, and the Wildcats get the serve back. Brown will come back in. Out will come Vogel. And I'll put Morgan Kapler at the service line. Fast one, and it runs right into Beneke, who couldn't get out of the way. 14-12. Kapler. It's a short one. Getting underneath it is Tunks. Owens is blocked by Bain. Bain barely left her feet. She just kind of had to reach up and touch it. 14-13 now. The Wildcats down by 1 in set 1. Kapler will take it. Archer, Owens first touch. Second touch over. And Josie Zettler, got the Wildcats sleeping with the set over. 15-13, and that'll put at the line Brianna Kleckner. Kleckner, slow archer, Brown first touch, hand sets up, bang! Gets the better of Beneke. Cuts it back to 1, 15-14. Ham to serve, and we have an illegal shift over on the Wombats, and we're tied. 2 players were in motion. It looks like Preby and Zettler were the guilty parties. And we'll continue serving. We're tied at 15. Just avoiding the ace as Tunks got underneath it. Tunks from the back line. Bain slowed it down. They're going to go to Brown, left antenna, gets it over. Korsky sets up Ham, the Bame off the blocker's hands, and down it goes. And the lead goes back to the Wildcats. They lead 16-15 in set number 1. Trailed by as much as 4. Ham will serve. Archer, Beneke first touch over. Bame sets up Ham, and a Rowdy will take it. Kept live by Owens. Here's Bame again. Beneke kept it alive, but already out of bounds. Owens keeps it up. It's going to be bumped over by Prebe. Ham for Bame. Nope. Brown. Beneke. And there's going to be a double touch against Zettler. Makes it 17-15. And we'll continue her service run, and there's a service error, cutting the lead to 1, 17-16. Wildcats looking for an advantageous position here in the conference playoffs coming up here very shortly, and what a serve there by Tunks. Pekorski keeps it going, and it's going to be bumped over by Brown. Tunks with the set. Owens gets it over off the blocker's hands. He got it off the hands of Sammy Brown, and that's a point. 17 apiece. There's the serve by Tunks. And that was off of Kapler, 18-17, so the set's not over, and either side willing to give an inch. Tunks will take the serve. And that's a service error by Tunks as she sits it out of bounds. Tied at 18 apiece. Homuth returns, and Boehm at the service line. Boehm, way to get low there for Zettler, and she'll put it over. Boehm lets it out of bounds. Well spotted by Boehm. 19-18. As the Wildcats try to put this one away. Boehm with the serve. Nice little arcer and almost playable, but the referee says nope, it got the ground. They tried to keep playing like it was still alive. Big ol' there by the official, 20-18. Beneke first touch, it's gonna be over. Rowdy off the net, and a putback there by Homuth. Ham gets low for it. Rowdy, second touch over. Try here by Preby, and Boehm goes low but can't get it. The Wombats not giving up. Owens with the serve. Line drive, of course, got a piece of it. Hand keeps it off the net. Arardi blocked. Put it right back over. Tunks. And we're going to have a whistle. It'll be a two-touch by Tunks. (21-19) is the score. Sammy Brown with the serve. Still playable. Can the Wombats get it over? Not far enough as Tunks puts it in the net. (22-19), Brown continues the serve. Just grazes the net. Second touch, Kleckner. And put over by Tunks. Ham will go to Kapler. That's out of bounds. Brown will come out. And coming back in will be Vogel. There's the serve, courtesy of Preby. Homuth got it over. Of course, he got low for that one. Ham looking for Homuth, got it over off the hands of the blockers, and a miffed attack by Kleckner. 23-20. Narodi with the serve, a nice one. Tap over by Kapler, still playable, still going. Narodi first touch, Ham looking, goes to Kapler. Too strong, it's 23-21. Served by the Wombats. Kapler finds the hardwood, and it's set point, 24-21. Wildcats with a chance of finishing on their terms. And so if the rotation continues, that's what's being discussed here. What happened was is Caleb Boehm usually comes in at this time for Ketron Homuth and serves, but Boehm is seeing the trainer right now and can't come in, so the serve has to go to Ketron Homuth unless Boehm can come in. Boehm has decided to take the substitution. They need to do the lineup check here, so they're going to put Michaela Thim, will take Boehm's place. using the libero substitution of Pekorski. So the Wildcats are allowing the point to be given up. They're giving up the point so they can sub out of order. Homuth comes out. Coming in making first appearance is Michaela Thim out of Homestead, her first-year player, number 11 you see there. Beneke with the serve. Ham goes to Kapler, and there's the point they needed, 25-22. The Wildcats get the win. And now we will take a break after the first set win to hammer out what exactly the Wildcats can do in the huddle. But we'll take a break. You are watching Wildcat Volleyball on West Bend Community TV. Set one complete, 25-22 in favor of the Wildcats. It'll be set two. Wildcats going with a bit of a change here as Vogel will be the new libero, and it looks like Kayla Bain will be finished for the evening, having injured a finger on her right hand. So Vogel will get the start at the libero in for Homuth. It'll be Arowdy in the back line alongside wearing the black now Pekorski. Front line will be Kapler, Ham, and Sammy Brown. It'll be Wombat ball to start. It'll be Zettler with the serve. It's a doozy. Ham, second touch over. Nice dig there, opposite side by Preby. We got ourselves a volley. Kapler changes that, puts it down. And Kapler with the service error makes it 1-1 in set number 2. Now I'll put Beneke back to the line. Little Archer. First touch Pekorski. They'll go to Brown, off the hands of the blockers. And there's the service error. It's 2-2. And keeps it up. A Rowdy off the hands of the blockers. Change the direction. Owens goes across. Preby too strong. And the Wildcats will get the ball back. Brown serve, nice one. Ham with a chance to play it to Homuth. Here's Preby. Homuth bumps it. Ham for a Rowdy. Off the blockers. Ham keeps it up. Kapler, and now Pekorski gets it over. And it's in. The line judge says in, and it is in 4-2. And there is the serve. Preby got it over there for the Wombats. A Rowdy cross court. And served that a little too far. And a bit of a broken, confused play there by both sides, but the Wildcats will get the better of it. They're still rolling here, 5-3, trying to establish some dominance here, you could say. bit of a hard play there for the Wombats, but they managed. Ham, second touch over, did not fool Zettler. Zettler will have a chance at the attack, and Vogel gets low with a dig. Ham gets low, but Arowdy cannot keep the volley going. And 4 and 2 strong from Ace Owens, 6-4. Rowdy, service error, mistimed her jump. 6-5. Serve will go to Preby. Preby the serve. Ham keeps it up. Homuth. And Homuth with a kill. 7-5. Brown coming in, Vogel coming out. Homuth. Very interesting delivery on the serve. Brown keeps it up after the attempted block goes wrong. Kapler. Owens put it straight up. Now Owens will try from the back line. Homuth up in the air. Ham to Kapler, and they're going to call Ham for the two-touch. Homuth will come out. Vogel will return. Vogel got a piece of it. Kapler kept it up, and Arowdy trying to get it across into the rafters. We are tied. 7 apiece. There's a serve too strong from Zettler. We have an 8-7 matchup here. There's the serve. And nice attack from the back line, but Vogel got it across. Not sure if she meant to do it, but it worked. The classic don't knock it, it worked defense right there. Served by Kapler. Chipped up by Preby. She'll get a chance in the back line. Misplayed it. That makes it 10-7 in favor of the Wildcats. Taking it was once again Kapler. Owens trying to keep this one in play. Does. And Zettler gets it over. Kapler plays it first. Ham to Brown. Right into Owens. Owens gets it up. Second touch over. Wildcats keep playing it. Arowdy cannot keep it going. So Beneke with the serve. Old-fashioned underhand. And Pekorski right to Beneke. And that will be a multi-touch. 4-touch violation. 11-8 now, the score. Ham with the serve. And the attack, and what an attack from Tunks. Makes it 11-9, and the Wombats once again hanging tough. Arowdy, attacking error. That'll be a 4-hit. Here's Brown. And another attacking error by the Wildcats. And we're tied at 11. And a service error. It's 12-11 as Brown takes the service. Beneke gets low for it. And having to take it there was Preby. Ham looks to a Rowdy, the tap over. Owens keeps it up. Attack there by Tunks, and it's successful. Tied at 12. The old refusing to go away situation as Tunks with a service error gives the lead back to the Wildcats. Sikorsky, nice serve. Beneke first touch. Vogel pumped it over. Beneke got low for it. Nice move. Rowdy with the set to Kapler. There it is. Nice hustle by Tunks, but she couldn't get there in time. It's 14-12. Sikorsky with the serve. 14-12. Nice hustle, but it's nice hustle the other way. Here's a Rowdy. There it is, another point. 15-12. Sikorsky will stay at the service line. It's grazed the net. Tunks got it up. Owens looking for Preby. Homewood right back at her. Zettler across. And Vogel cannot keep it going. (15-13). And there's the serve. Kapler. Rowdy trying to set up Homo, and Homo touched the net. There's a bit of miscommunication there. They're going to change it up, and Owens will take the serve. Still playable. If he touches the rafters, they got it over. And a net touch again. $15 apiece. Vogel off the rafter, it fell. Does it count? I'm going to say it's out of bounds. And the Wildcats want to talk about they're trailing 17-15. We'll take a quick break with the players. You are watching Wildcat Volleyball on West Bend Community TV. Back at it as the Wombats rolling. Owens, home with the second touch. Ham, a little touch over. Picked up by Tunks. Attack is on. Sikorsky with the first touch. Kapler from Ham gets the kill. And whatever said in that huddle by Deb Bushlick, head coach of the Wildcats, it clearly got something going here. Cuts the lead to 1. And Rowdy with with the serve. It's out of bounds. First attack here is Preby. Ham got it over. It's going to land out of bounds. And it's a 3-point lead for the Wombats, 19-16. There's the serve. Kapler. And Kapler with a kill as there was a bit of miscommunication there. Tunks knocked it away and Owens was covering. Brown back in, Vogel comes out. And Homewood with the serve. Here's the serve. Owens' first touch. Tunks and sent over by Kleckner. Haven't heard much from her lately. Here's Kapler. Owens, good dig. Beneke. And sends that one to the scorer's table. 19-18. Trailing team serving as the Wildcats looking for that tie. There's the serve, and we have a whistle. We have an illegal shift won by the Wombats. The player was moving before the serve came. So they caught Tunks jumping. We're tied at 19 now. And a service error by Homemuth. Vogel will come in, Homemuth will come out. And Rowdy had to get low for that one, and Tunks at the line. Makes it 21-19. Serve, courtesy of Zettler. Already keeps it up. Kapler taps it over. Still playable, Beneke. And that's going to be a double touch. So the Wildcats once again within one, 21-20. There's Kapler with the serve. Tunks the attack, blocked right back at her. And still playable. Owens will try. It'll be short. $21 apiece. Kapler with the serve and a chance to put this one away. Wildcats fighting for it. Owens first touch. They're going to go looking for Tunks. Instead they go to Kleckner. Pekorski. Still playable. Ham is blocked. Tunks got up there in front of her. Beneke, a low serve. Here's Sammy Brown. We got the better of the front line. We're tied apiece once again. It's 22 all. This will put Ham at the service line. Here's the serve, too strong. And it's 23 serving 22 yet again. And there's a service error back the other way. We're tied at 23. And the Wildcats still with a chance to wrest this one away. Brown will take it. Brown, line drive. Preby gets it over. Brown kept it going. Here's Homuth. Cross, first touch, Kleckner. Zettler looking for Tunks, and Brown with the error, and it's set point for the Wombats. And they're going to give it to Tunks, who's been playing one heck of a set here. First touch, Kapler. Ham looking. Homuth off the blockers. And we're tied at 24 apiece. We have our first deuce, so to speak. Pekorski gets the better of Zettler. And now set point for the Wildcats. Pekorski the serve for the game. First touch there by Zettler. They'll go to her left antenna. Kapler keeps it up. Already can't get there, we're tied again. We got ourselves an elongated set. The serve coming from Owens. Of course, he gets low for it. Home with Ham. Had to come for it. Vogel gets it over. Tunks, second touch. Preby got it over. Of course, he got low for it. Home with second touch over. Found the hardwood. It's set point again. Already will come out, and making her first appearance is Kirsten Turnquist, the defensive specialist out of Calvary Baptist. And she will get the service ace for the win on the set. 27-25 is the win on set two, and the Wildcats have the chance for the sweep coming up in just a moment. You are watching Wildcat Volleyball on West Bend Community TV. A third set coming up here. The Wildcats taking on the very much refusing to give it up Wombats. Wildcats mixing it up here a bit. They're going to put Kapler at the front line beside Brown and Ham. Homuth at the back line. Take a break as Vogel comes back in as the libero. Korski, and also on the back line is Riley McGrew. Riley McGrew, the first-year player out of Slinger. And the serve from Vogel. Nice arcer. First touch by Owens. Too hard of a touch there by McGrew, but Brown got it over. A little help from Pekorski. We got ourselves a volley. Ham going to Brown. Brown looking in, kept alive by Zettler, but Owens couldn't get to it. 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats. Try to put it away in 3 sets. And Vogel, nice swing on that one. Tipped over, getting low for Pekorski, kept live by Preby. Here's Tunks. Pekorski with that egg. McGrew, second touch over. Tunks first touch. Looking for Zettler. They're going back to Tunks, off the blockers, and we're tied once again. What a development that was. We're tied once again. A lot of ties. I kind of lost track. I'll try to keep track throughout the contest. Now I've just given up. As the Wombats, despite losing, have refused to go away or go quietly. Give them credit where credit's due. And Brown slits it over. And they're going to call a double touch on Sammy Brown. And the lead will go to the Wombats 2-1 in set 3, fighting for their survival in the contest. And we have a service error from Beneke. It's 2-2. Kirsten Turnquist from Calvary Baptist back in, giving Kapler a break. And an attacking error by Preby. 3-2. Turnquist with the serve. A bit of a line drive there. Put over by Kleckner. Ham off the net, and Brown. Nice dig there by Preby. Ham, second touch. Looks for Pekorski. Up and over. Kept live. Vogel, second touch. Turnquist. And Pekorski cannot get there in time. We're tied at 3. And a service error from Kleckner gives the lead right back to the Wildcats. Ham will take the serve. Checking in is Kirsten DeLuca. In for McGrew. DeLuca, first-year player out of West Bend West. She played alongside Grace Vogel. Ham. Nice. Owens the chance. Pekorski first touch. Ham comes in. Looking for Brown off the net. Kept live for a moment, but the Wildcats find the hardwood. They lead 5-3 in set 3. Am continues her service run. Kleckner first touch. Owens finds the hardwood. Makes it 5-4. There's the serve, and Vogel got a piece of it. Brown tried to save it, set it right in the Turnquist. We're tied at 5. And there's the serve courtesy of Tunks, and she gets the ace, and the lead goes back to the Wombats. 6-5. Some minor confusion here as Tunks returns to the serve, and she errors it. 6 apiece. Brown with the serve and the ace. Makes it 7-6 in favor of the Wildcats. Brown with the serve. And miscommunication as Owens was trying to get to it, but she bumped into Preby. Makes it 8-6. Brown shorts it. Owens keeps it off the net. She's blocked. Blocked by Homuth and Pekorski. 9-6. And Brown will return to the service line. Brown keeps it going with the ace. 10-6. And the Wildcats are feeling it now. To Brown back to the service line. And we have another legal shift by the Wombats before the serve went up. It looks like this time Ace Owens stepped out of her position ahead of time. 11-6. So Brown back to work. Owens first touch. Tunks looking for Zettler. Zettler got to the block. Pekorski, Ham, Homuth off the blocker, and down it goes. Wildcats lead 12-6 now. They are on a roll. Brown, serve. Owens first touch. Tunks looking across to Zettler. Brown got first touch. Ham going to Pekorski. Short. And they're going to call a net touch on Owens. And yep, even she seemed to acknowledge it. So the scoreboard is actually wrong currently. It should be 13-6. Brown still working. Tunks looking for Owens across. Brown first touch, Ham. Pokorski across and the kill. 14-6. I'll give the Wombats credit. They've played a very, very tough game as they call a timeout. We'll take a break with them, but it clearly having only 6 players takes a toll, and the toll started to show here. We'll take a quick break with the players. You are watching Wildcat Volleyball on West Bend Community TV. Back to action here. Sammy Brown still serving. 9 straight points for the Wildcats. Brown clears the net just barely. Owens is looking for the third touch. And look at the dig there by Turnquist for the point. She got up saying, ow, and I don't blame her. She hit the ground pretty hard. But the point's the point. 15-6. Brown will keep the serve going. First touch there by Preby. It'll be bumped over by Zettler. Pokorski. And it's put across by Kristen Luca. Is on the wrong side of the line. Vogel returns to give Brown a break. 15-7 the score. And looks like Ace Owens will take it. Owens, nice service clearing the net. Ham looking. DeLuca, nice put over. Beneke gets it over for the Wombats. Ham looks for Homuth. It's in for the kill. 16-7 in favor of the Wildcats. Returning is Kapler for Turnquist. And Pokorski with the serve. And a service error. (16-8). Serve will go to Preby. And a service error, 17-8. Coming back in is McGrew for DeLuca. McGrew will get the serve. McGrew, nice little underhander. And it's out of bounds off the hands of Kleckner. 18-8 your score. McGrew, another little archer. Owens first touch, Kleckner. And then the miscommunication. So the point goes to the Wildcats, 19-8, trying to put this one away. McGrew's still working. Nice little archer once again. First touch, Zettler. Zettler will take the kill. Ham, put it over. Someone's got to get it. Owens, second touch. Zettler puts it over. First touch, Kapler. Ham goes to Homuth. Here comes Tunks, too strong, 20-8. And Kapler will come out, and coming in will be Michaela Thim, first-year player at Homestead. (20-8) with the serve coming courtesy of McGrew. And a nice return there by Owens. (20-9). Zettler the serve. Ham. And a bit of a miscommunication here. Ham will get it over. Owens first touch. Zettler looking for Tunks, blocked, but Homuth could not get it out to the other side of the net. It's 20-10. Zettler, the serve. And McGrew misread it. 20-11 now the score. And it's a short serve there by Zettler. 21-11. Brown will return to give home with a break. And Grace Vogel will take the serve. Vogel, nice little snap to it. Here comes Tunks back. Blocker's got it, but it's going to be out of bounds. 21-12. Beneke, nice serve, Vogel, first touch. Here's Brown, attacking error, 21-13. As the Wombats refusing to let it drop. Beneke, here it comes. Gorski, first touch. Ham looks for Brown, left antenna. Owens found it first, second touch over, and they're going to call for the double touch. Zettler, 2-hit. 22-13. Wildcats 3 points away from putting this one in the book. Sub coming in for the Wildcats. It's going to be Turnquist for Michaela Thim. Turnquist hit the antenna right on the money. 22-14. Kleckner, serve. Corsi, first touch. Ham sets up Brown. Blocked. Owens, and finally Tunks got it over. But Brown right back at you at 23-14. McGrew coming out, coming back in is DeLuca. And Ham with the serve. 23-14. Tunks first touch. Zettler tries to set up Owens. And Ham couldn't get to it. 23-15. And Tunks will take it. Vogel first touch. Ham was trying to set up DeLuca, but they collided with each other while the ball was in the air. 23-16. Tunks will keep the serve going. Turnquist first touch. Ham looking for Brown. Blocked back at her. Brown got it off the net. Ham back. Turnquist too strong. It's 23-17. And the Wombats inching their way back in. Tunks, Vogel first touch. It was put over. Ham got a piece of it after the block. Brown will bump it over. Tunks trying to set up somebody. It's over, and oh, Jess almost touched the net. But Ham goes across. Brown got it over. Tunks, Preby, over. Pekorski makes it match point. 24-17. Vogel will come out, and coming back in is Homuth, and Sammy Brown with match point delivers. This is for the win. Owens needs to get it over. Lundqvist played it. It'll look like out, but Ham will set it up. DeLuca for the point, and she missed it. 24-18. Vogel back in for Brown. And Ace Owens with the serve. It's a cross. Pekorski. Ham looking for Homuth. Too strong. Still got ourselves a match. 24-19. Bruins with the serve to keep it going. Vogel, first touch, Ham, off the net for Homuth, and that's the match. And the Wildcats sweep the Wombats of UW-Sheboygan by a score of 3 sets to none, 25-22, 27-25, and 25-19. I want to thank our cameraman tonight here. That was Tom Stoff. Thanks everyone for watching, and do stay tuned for athletic programming from UW-Washington County for the remainder of the calendar year. This has been a presentation of UW-Washington County Athletics on West Bend Community TV.